Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. Couch Rider.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though. Home of original sports perspective. From our couch to yours. This your Couch Rider Raven, Jermaine Lockett saying, hey, look. I'm going to make this short and sweet because it's the Browns game preview. We are sick and tired of losing. We all know exactly what happened last time they got away with murder against probably the worst pass defense in the league. That was last time. Look, last time. It was bad. We know what happened. We know what happened. We let things slip. We had an interception that we should have had. Didn't get it. We had an interception that we should have closed the door with that pick. And Jameis Winston was definitely praying after that play. We know this. We ended up losing 29 to 24 and then ended a 5-game skid for the Browns and a 5-game win streak for us. And it also cemented Jameis Winston as their starter for what we thought was going to be the remainder of the season. But we kind of know what happened with Dorian Thompson-Robinson now. Ooh, this guy. The Browns hate him. Or the Browns fans, they really, really hate this guy. So, like, who are we facing coming up this weekend? Are we facing DTR? I think he actually hates that name. But if he wants some respect on his name, he's going to have to do more than one interception. It's going to be one touchdown with 10 interceptions. He's got to do a little bit more than that if he wants some respect on his name. Lamar still did Lamar-like things during that game last time. He had 289 yards and 2 touchdowns, but the problem was the D. Pause. Jameis put up 300 yards on us, y'all. 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. We made him look like an all-pro. But that was then. This is now. I think John Harbaugh and Zach Orr, kudos to him, they pulled their belt off on this team. They went back into the lab. And after telling them, move your hand, they went and got it together, and this is one of the better defenses in the league right now. And I'll tell you why. Because in the last 3 games, we've allowed an average of 10 points. That means 2 points from last week, 17 points against Pittsburgh, and then 14 against the Giants. We did pretty well. Pretty solid. Now, of course, I have to look at what the Browns were putting up in the last 3 weeks as well. And it's kind of dismal, I'll be honest. And then, of course, the thing is that they were allowing an average of 22.5 points per game. And they have scored 16 points total. That's total. That's combined. The last 3 weeks, they put up 16 total points. This is a dismal Browns team. And we need to go out there and do what we do best against bad teams. I don't care if it's the divisional opponent or not. We need to pull our belt off and whoop on these Browns. We have to bring the business if we plan on having the crown for the division. Now, y'all know the playoff scenarios. We need to come up there and make sure that we are not the 5th seed, but we are the 3rd seed. And that looks like that 3rd seed can end up being a battle against the Chargers. We could end up having a hardball. Or other things could turn out and we can end up playing the Steelers. But what we need to do is take care of business. We got to worry about other playoff scenarios. Of course, if the Bengals end up getting in, but that requires a loss on the Bengals. And it's going to be a loss on the Dolphins and the Broncos this weekend for the Bengals to get in. So I know it definitely sounds good that Pittsburgh wins and keeps the Bengals out. But it also, if they win, then they're probably going to get in because, the other teams, like the Chiefs and Broncos, the Chiefs are going to be resting their starters, so the Broncos could get a W. And then when it comes to If the Dolphins happen to lose that as well, then we have a real situation on our hands because the Bengals are getting in the door. But it also means a change of the rankings and how the playoff plays out. But I don't care about that. And I'll be honest with you, I'm done with the MVP talk. I've seen enough on YouTube and every other show out there. The talk's over. It's just time to move forward because we were looking at something greater, something better anyway. And I think you'll agree with me when I tell you this. Like, he gets the MVP, great. But I'd rather have him be a Super Bowl MVP and wear number 1 next year. If you know, you know. This is the home of Original Sports Perspective from our couch to yours. Hey, we got to go out and beat those Browns. Happy holidays to you. And Happy New Year to you. 2 claps. Fade to black.